Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Hollinshead. I am the Careers Lead and Careers Advisor at Wrotham School, and I've just been asked to pull together a little video just to give you some ideas about how you can get some advice and guidance about making your GCSE options choices. So, first things first, you do have several tools that have been given to you by the school already. Firstly should be the options booklet. That is your guide to what is available, the deadlines, that kind of thing. Then you have the options evening, which is an event in school. So it's part of parents' evenings, a bit like the careers fair, but you'll actually be able to talk to the teachers and the heads of subject for the GCSE options to find out a little bit more about how they might suit you, how they are structured, what kind of content they cover, etc. Then you obviously have your friends and family. And now I've put with a caveat here because when we say talk to your friends about this, we don't mean just choose the subjects that your friends are going to choose. It very much needs to be a choice that is based on what you're interested in and what you would like to take forward. So do talk to your friends, but more talk about the process. How are you choosing your subjects? Ask them for support. Ask them, well, what do you think my strengths are as, my friend, someone who actually cares about me? And do the same with your family. They know you really well as well. They're there to support you. You need to talk to people who care about you, who could give you ideas of what to do. Now, here's two online tools that you have access to that we really recommend that you do, if possible, with your family as well. Moresby and Bite Size. Now, you do have an account for Moresby. Moresby is our online careers platform, but there's so much to it. It really is this kind of amazing platform that gives you all the tools that you need to help you move forward with your career. But I'm just going to take you through a couple of ways that you can use it, but do play with it because there's lots of different things on there. When you first logged into Moresby, you completed a short questionnaire about your interests. Then if you go to the About Me section, which you can see in orange, that second option there along the top, it will tell you what you've shown the system is your interest. There are actually several sections on that second menu, so don't forget to look at all of them. So the interests, absolutely, but also the work style and the workplace. And then the personality, the priorities, and the study interests options. There's just a very short little questionnaire you can take to add that information as well. If you look at this information, you're thinking, that's not me. That might have been me a year ago, but it's not me now. Retake the questionnaire. It takes 5 minutes and then it will completely refresh all of this. We do change a lot as we grow up, and a year can be a really long time going from year 8 to year 9 in terms of your interests. And then if you're looking at this and you think, that's a lot of information for me, there is a visual chart here as well that not a lot of people look at, but I would argue is really useful, which is here, which is your personalized world of work. And the larger the segment, the more interest you've shown in it when you've been telling Moresby about your interests. And you can click on these and it will sort of focus in on it and blow it up. But that could give you some ideas about the kind of careers that you're showing an interest in at this point. Another part of Moresby that's really helpful is the suggested career section. Again, this is based on the information that you gave Moresby. If you click on the careers section here, then you will see lots of different suggestions. You can favorite them or you can bin them if you look at it and think that's not me. But if you're looking at the whole page, again, if you're thinking none of these are anything to do with what I'm interested in, do retake that questionnaire because it's all based on your answers to those questions. If you click on one of the tiles here, then it will show you more about that job. There's so much information it gives you about this job. It will tell you how much money that job will get, what the predictions are moving forward in terms of employability in that area. There's videos of people talking about the job. There's all sorts. I want to just draw your attention to two parts. One part is this what it takes bit, which is the skills that you would need to develop to be good in those jobs. So I've just highlighted a couple here. These could be a really good indicator of which subjects you would like to take. Active listening skills, for example, you will have things like drama, you will have things like DT, where you have to listen very carefully to your client to see what's going on. Languages, you have to actively listen to when you're studying that. These are all really, really useful skills to have. And then the idea is that further down, you have this flow chart that shows you if there are any specific subjects you do need. So you've got the GCSE column there, and then you've got the A level or level 3 column there as well. Now, the GCSE level is probably the first one to have a look at. That will tell you if there's anything you need in addition to English and maths to take that forward. And then when you look at the arrows, the fatter the arrow, the more people tend to follow that route. So that will give you an indication if you should follow the academic route, maybe into sixth form, for example, which is the purple boxes, or more of a vocational route, which would be something that you might do at college, and some sixth forms offer vocational courses. That will give you an idea of where you might go in the future. So for example, for this course here, which is stockbroker, maths A level would be really useful. It doesn't say you need it, but it said it'd be useful. And then there'll be other ones as well, and they might direct your choices, because if you have a look at the A level, you could have a chat on the options evening about what GCSEs would I need to get into that A level. So do think a little bit ahead. Don't go too far ahead, but maybe the next step would be useful for you that as well. So those are just a couple of ways you can use Moresby. You also have BBC Bite Size, which is really helpful. If you just Google BBC Bite Size, it will pull you to this website. But if you look at that menu there where it says careers in the middle and click on that, one of the first sections you'll see is jobs that use. And if you scroll down through this, it will show you the art and design, computing. It has loads of subjects. It doesn't have every subject, but it has a lot of them, and just talks you through some careers that people have done having followed that subject path. And if you like one of the subjects and you click on the more button here, it will pull up all of these videos of people that have studied that subject and then what they've ended up doing in the future. So hopefully you found that useful, and don't forget you've got lots of people around here to support you. Thank you.